What up, everyone? Pat Mayo here in studio with Geoff Fienberg to talk about the 2020 BMW Championship, top of the betting card from DraftKings Sportsbook. Jeffrey, Dustin Johnson is your favorite at plus 850. John Rahm, 10-1. Justin Thomas, 12-1. Webb Simpson, 14-1. Bryson, 15. Xander, 17. Daniel Berger, 18. Rory McIlroy, 19-1. Colin Morikawa, 26-1. Those are your heavy favorites in this field. We have talked about this on my show, The Pat Mayo Experience, which you can now find on its own Mayo Media Network. Just search Mayo Media Network or hit the description of this video and go subscribe to that channel for the entire conversation about this. However, you might just want to take we love searching down the board to find the long shot that we can get behind. This doesn't feel like the tournament to do that.
No, it feels like you have to stack a compact stack cards of these really good players. I mentioned to you, there's 70 in the field, but I don't think I'm searching past 20 names to find the winner. And then from those 20, depending on how low your first bet is, trying to probably put 3 or 4 of them on a card. And for me, that could be 2 guys just below that 20-1 range, and then try to sneak a couple in that 40-1 range that I believe do have win equity, despite maybe never winning. But there are a few guys, that's where I would sort of try to supplement the big boys that I'm going to bet.
So one of the things that I'm really big on, and that we've been big on since the restart to golf, is betting the top-end players whose odds drift down the board just a little bit. We hit Webb Simpson doing it. We hit Dustin Johnson doing it. We hit Colin Morikawa doing it. You hit John Rahm doing it, where these are elite players and they're just not priced properly. That guy this week is Rory McIlroy, 19-1 on DraftKings Sportsbook. No, he has not played well. He doesn't have a top 10 since the restart, which is crazy. Last week, couldn't drive the ball, couldn't putt. 2 things he generally does pretty well. Since the restart, his irons have been absolute trash. Last week, despite the fact that he came T65 in a field of 125, top 10 with his irons. If he can keep the irons going, Rory's going to drive the ball well again. Rory's, we don't know if he's going to putt well or not, but when you're coming off the 4th worst performance on the greens in the past 14 years, chances are you're going to be better the next week. Just throwing that out there. So it's Rory for me. Adam Scott is 50-1. I just think he profiles really well at this course. Like you've mentioned, he's playing back-to-back weeks for the first time. And this is 70 players, no cut. They're going to get all 4 rounds to go. Those are the 2 that I'm going with, and I wouldn't go any lower than the 50-1 with Adam Scott.
Yeah, I totally agree with where you're going, and you've mentioned you're still going to probably make another decision under 25-1. For me, I'm going with Rory McIlroy as well, and behind him, I like Tyrrell Hatton.
Yeah,
I think as a guy,
I like Hatton a lot.
As a guy, but you really did put the sell on Scott, and I do believe there's going to be some late season magic coming for him. And I love the fact that we're going to get him back-to-back weeks. Well, it could be hard to swallow the number, especially betting this guy at a number shorter than Rory McIlroy.
17-1.
I feel like I'm a bit of a sucker as well for Xander Schauffele, if also looking at guys in that 15 to 20-1 range that I might just have the funds in the card to allocate. But as I mentioned off the top, Pat, it's a FedEx Cup event. I don't think the winner is going to be from down the board. Smaller card, shorter to win numbers, but maybe the money will be the same, but there'll just be fewer names on the card.
Yeah, so normally how we construct our cards, we bet 7 or 8 guys by the time it's all said and done. When you go down to 250-1, you throw a little bit on someone. It's not the same amount that you throw on someone who's 20-1. I try to make them all even out to be the same. But if I'm only going to bet 3 or 4 guys this week, the other 2 names that I was actually looking at, Justin Thomas is 12-1. Colin Morikawa is 26-1. That's probably where my money's going to go.
Amazing,
to tell you the truth. So it'll be like Rory Morikawa, Scott, and I'm in with you on Hatton. I don't like the 35 number. I don't think that he's going to be a popular bet. So I think that number will drift as the week goes along. So that's what I'm willing to wait on. It's not going any lower than 35-1. It's not going to 28.
But listen, we've seen guys this time of year who are in the form lift the trophy. And if you want guys like Hatton, like a Scheffler, like an English, you are going to pay the price for them right now.
Yeah. Yeah, you certainly are. Especially with Harris English. Good luck to Harris English. Nothing against him or Scheffler. Just seeing those names propped up against like higher profile names, guys who have won a bunch on tour, won huge FedEx Cup, majors, WGCs, and they're all behind them. That's just going to be, if they win, good for them. I'm going to lose, but that's going to be a straight pass for me.
The thing is, if Scheffler wins, I feel like we'll be so quick to be like,
should have seen this one coming.
Morikawa, like put him right there, but I'll have to sit it out. There have been some great opportunities, including the PGA Championship, even last week, to have caught Scheffler huge numbers, even after the first round, I'm sure. But this doesn't, I don't know. If I miss Scheffler 35-1 in a FedEx Cup event, I'll just have to shake it off.
All right, Geoff Fienberg. Follow him on Twitter at GFienberg17. Follow me at ThePME. And for full episodes of the Pat Mayo Experience, get the audio version wherever you download podcasts. And for the full video version, subscribe to the Mayo Media Network YouTube page. See you there.